And welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Horizons. So last time we found Kurlos's lost, or we returned Kurlos's lost item and did some other things around the town. And this time I'm trying something. I quit and I'm reloading to see if that triggers something new. I don't think it will, but I just want to make sure. Today, I am going to probably help Gulliver, who might actually be in a different spot because I reloaded. We're gonna try to invite someone. I forgot to actually grab my amiibo cards, so one moment. Alright, so I have a giant stack of amiibo cards. Actually, I need to go back into the town hall for this. So, I have a giant stack of amiibo cards. It's actually not that giant. It's a pretty small stack, compared to some people's, who have every amiibo card. I wasn't that willing to go for that. I also don't have, tons of real life, or not real life, tons of in-person friends, so stocking up on amiibo cards didn't seem that like a good idea because I wouldn't have anyone to actually trade with. So I just have about, I want to say 50 out of 400. 50 might be generous, maybe more like 40. But because I've been hyping him up this whole time, let's invite Walker to my campsite. Hi, it's Walker. What's up? Hi, by the way. I was so excited when I answered, I forgot I said it. I know lots of ways to say hi, so you called the right guy for a greeting. Let's see. Hola, salute, ciao, and nin hao, alan, guten tag, annyeong, konnichiwa. I'm not confident in pronouncing the rest, and hi. So what's your deal? Did you call just to get said hello to, or is there something else? Come chill at your island's campsite. Sure, why not? I'll be right over, what? So I'm getting the vibe he's the same personality type as Kurlos. Which is not what I expected. I think he used to be lazy. Why are my amiibo cards in the wrong spot? I think I put them back wrong. Well, there we go, I think. I also was thinking about Roll, the penguin, but we don't have a dog yet, so... Do we? Again, I'm not familiar with these villagers enough to be super confident, and I feel kind of bad that I, kind of forget which villages I have. Yeah, going on about the Pokemon analogy from before, for Sword, I intentionally used brand new Pokemon. I used, Cinderace, Boltund, which is like the dog, electric dog. The flower one. The thing is, I named all the Pokemon this time, so I don't remember a lot of their actual species names. Gossifleur, I think, is the name of it. I used Poltegeist. Actually, its evolved form. Which is the evolved form? I don't remember. I'm here to hang out. Thanks for the invite, what? Man, I want to see a water pump made by the folks here. You think you can do it? Really? Yay, this is so cool. I'll give this to you then. A recipe for a water pump. How oddly specific. Today's the only day that I'm here. I'm going home tomorrow, so the sooner the better. Again, how oddly specific. Actually, this should be pretty doable. We have a lot of stone and extra pieces of wood from, frankly, making all that furniture. I also never opened up these street lamps. That is a bizarre statement. So let's see what this actually entails. Iron nuggets and clay, that's easy. See, that's no problem. The shell table threw me for a loop because it's like, how do I make a shell table? Yeah, this is a piece of cake. Okay, I actually want to test something. Also, by the way, shovels are made with hardwood, so I've actually just been buying them. Like, at the end of a day, I'd buy extras, in case mine break. Hey, look, a gold nugget. But not clay. This is the weirdest thing. I'm like, wow, I'm a little disappointed I didn't get clay, despite also getting actual gold. So, good priorities, me. No other gems. Again, I'm gonna be honest, and I know I've talked about this before as well. I do get kind of a quality over quantity vibe where like a lot of the core concepts were refined, but a lot of things have kind of been left out from New Leaf. Again, like the gems, like you can't find like a sapphire, or was it sapphire? But yeah, you can find different gems for customization through rocks. You could find yeah, silver as well. And yeah, there's a lot of little things. Again, like a lot of characters have been kind of omitted in favor of just making their services normal, everyday things. So again, it's like I'm a little mixed on some of this. I think overall, most of the changes are for the better. But there are a few things that I have ended up feeling like I'm kind of missing. So it's like, again, I'm in this camp right now, tentatively, that my personal opinion at this very moment is maybe the newness of it, but this is probably my favorite Animal Crossing currently. But I fully concede that New Leaf does some things better. So yeah, like, I do miss the amount of characters, to some extent. Like, we don't even see Cap'n, but again, I have hope. I'm holding out hope that these characters are going to show up as part of different holidays, because I think there is a legitimate chance that we could see, like Blanca or Rover show up for an event. Like I said before, this came out in March, so they didn't have a chance. But in the past, Mr. Rossetti has occasionally been involved with Groundhog Day celebrations. So even though he is technically the one who runs the rescue service, according to many hints, which I actually have totally neglected to show off, I admit. It definitely feels like he could show up then. But again, it's a wait and see. Mr. Rossetti's always been one of my favorites, so I'm a little sad he has not shown up in the game so far. Like Digby, like, will they find a way to have Digby do an event? There's a lot of things they could do. Also, I set up a campfire here. Kind of forgot to mention that sooner. I'm gonna move the tree. It won't actually catch on fire, but it just feels a little bit like a fire hazard. Also, the Rosie card I have is always on the top of the amiibo stack because it's not numbered. It was from Amiibo Festival, so it's actually kind of messed up in the corners. It's kind of beat up because it's always on the top. Nick, real happy. Did you make the thing we were talking about? Yep, I did. I don't think I quoted that exactly. I skipped it before I started reading it. Want to hear a story? I'll tell you a story. The story goes like this. One day, someone from Cobalt thought water pump, then ran into a DIY bench and made their thought into a thing. I don't know if that story's true, but man, it's inspiring. Let me give you my cute chair as a thank you. Thanks for the real great souvenir. I love this island so much. I hope you'll invite me again. The water pump you made me is real nice. Real nice. Thanks, what? Your island's cozy. Everybody's nice. They smell good. And they feed me stuff. Man, I could stay here forever. That sounds cool. Invite me again sometime. Oh. I am not having any luck with these. And I'm wondering if I'm doing something wrong. I forgot my TV. Oh man, I can't breathe. Oh man. That reminds me of a recurring dream I have where like I'm about to go on a road trip or something. I don't think I can do it alone. And I always forget to like bring my Switch and 3DS and everything. I don't know, that's like the most oddly specific dream, I admit. Um, but that is something I have experienced quite a few times. Like forgetting things before going on a trip and being like an hour into a drive and then being like, oh, I forgot this thing. So yeah, no luck with Walker. That's a shame. Again, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but again, I have not had any luck inviting or getting invited campers to move in. Um, who knows? I also talked to almost everybody today. I think I'm only missing talking to no, I think I did talk to everybody. Again, there is a Nook Miles reward for talking to everybody for a certain amount of days, so I have been trying to keep on top of that. Yeah, I think Gulliver was here and he moved because I reloaded. There he is. Honk honk. Honk shoo, snoring sounds, etc. There we go. Somebody put salt in this water. Who's at the helm? Just give me 5 more minutes. Vast storms are coming. Brace yourselves, lad. Hard starboard, tough to port, stern to stern. One big quality of life change I like, but verily is it be the nature of dreams to end. Who, what, where? And I'll throw in when and why at no extra charge. You there, what's with the rude awakening, huh? Don't you know who you're dealing with? Oh, it's you, Jonathan. That's different then. I'm slightly less annoyed. What was that verily stuff about? Not sure. I think I heard a fish say it once. Anyway, I guess I must have fallen overboard and washed up on this beach. It happens. Don't worry about me. Getting rescued is gonna be a breeze. I'll just call for help using my handy dandy, oh my gosh. My handy dandy communicator is broken. This isn't handy or dandy. Now, Sardines is all cracked and busted. Looks like it's missing a few communicator parts, too. That means I'll have to wait for my crew to find me on their own. That could take a while. But yeah, as I was saying... Actually, what was I saying? I was saying something before talking to Gulliver, and I was going to continue the thought after talking to Gulliver. And I have no clue what that thought was. Yep, no idea. Cool. I do think, either you have to invite, like, an amiibo camper, like, tons of times, or I'm choosing the wrong answer somehow. I just feel like I'm doing something wrong because again we tried inviting Rosie twice and Walker once, and all 3 times they wouldn't visit. So yeah, I feel like there's something that I'm missing, or it's just bad luck. Maybe someone else is gonna be moving in, or maybe they are just visitors unless there's like a ton of empty spaces. Yeah, I just cannot remember where I was going with that, if I'm being honest. It must not have been that important. But yeah, again, I should clarify most of my qualms with Animal Crossing New Horizons are pretty minor. Again, there's just a couple of nitpicky things I hope they can address, and again, I would like to see more content over time. Beyond, maybe not even just holidays. Like, what if Blanca or Rover could just visit whenever? That'd be kind of cool. Give them some new utilities. Or Katie and Caitlin. It'd be a lot easier than it used to be. Fun fact, I saw them in the guidebook, had no idea how to get them because I didn't have a way to do any internet play with Wild World, so I never even saw them. I never knew. I never really knew much about them because I could never lock them. People didn't like them. Apparently, their quest was kind of disruptive because you have to like drop everything to escort the one to the other, so it's kind of a hassle, tracking down your friends, being like, hey, do you have like the mom or the daughter in your town, and can I come over? So it'd just be kind of a hassle. But yeah, they're in both City Folk and Wild World to my knowledge, and yeah, haven't ever interacted with them there. Katie was in New Leaf, and I did play New Leaf online a bit, so I did actually experience her quest in that game, but not the full side quest from the older games. Point stands, it wouldn't be a big deal having them one way or another. Like, I don't even know if Katrina is in the game. And, like, when you'd even include Katrina. Some characters like Pave are a lock whenever a festival comes back around. Again, this game just, I think, came out too late. Carnival in the real world was end of February this year, so yeah, no Pave this year for New Horizons. But yeah, it's like, as they add more holidays, I hope they just add more non-holiday characters too. More quality of life features, better sorting. Being like, one thing I hear a lot is, you have to manually drag materials out of your storage to craft, and they could just link it up so you don't have to do that, which I think would be a great idea. So yeah, a lot of little things that would add up to make it like, more of a 9.5, 10 out of 10. Instead of like, for me, it's sitting around a 9. Still really fun. I'm having a blast with it. I hope everyone who is either playing or just watching the series. But yeah, they could take a few more steps to get a little further. It's the Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey situation where it's just like, they're amazing games for me personally, but they have a lot of little tiny things that pop up periodically that's like, I wish they'd done that a little bit different. I wish their ability had been handled better in Breath of the Wild. I wish it was closer to like 500 really solid moons instead of like 900 moons that a lot of them feel a little bit throwaway. And so on. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. I'm looking forward to once we actually get the Island Designer app, which hopefully will be soon. And then we can start putting down paths and really going to town, literally and figuratively. But with that being said, I think we are about to wrap up for now. So, thank you for watching. Normally I do my outro on the save screen, so I'm actually gonna go save first. Almost did it too soon. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Animal Crossing New Horizons.